Hey friends, Adam here. I've always wondered if you could activate a Starlink in the field using the Starlink without any other cell or internet connectivity. And I'm about to go on a trip in the next couple weeks, and I thought, what better time than before I leave home to see if I can actually activate my Starlink with my Starlink. So if you're interested in knowing the answer, because I've heard a couple different things, stay tuned. All right, so I've got my Starlink Mini here with my power cable and a tripod I like to use when I'm setting up the Starlink at camp so it doesn't get tripped over and it's got a good view of the sky. And I'm just gonna set this up and see if I can get connectivity to activate Starlink from my Starlink app. So let's go. All right, so it's been about a minute since I plugged the Starlink into power, and I have the Starlink mobile app here, and you can see it's calculating orientation. It's probably found some satellites. It's downloading a software update, and so looks like we have some kind of connection, but I'll check back in a few more minutes once I've given it a chance to fully start up. The software update is done, so it definitely had data, but it says no active subscription, so I'm going to hit learn more. And I also did turn off my cellular data, so even though you see the cellular indicator up there, my phone should not be capable of using cellular data right now. So it says if your Starlink service is paused or canceled, manage your service below. I'm going to hit manage. It wants me to sign in. All right, now it wants me to do two-step verification, and it sent me a code even though I'm only on the Starlink, so perhaps that data came through. With just the Starlink, I was able to get signed into my Starlink account, and I see that my subscription is paused, and I'm going to reactivate the Roam 50 gig plan, which is what I want for now, and let's see if it works. All right, Roam 50, yep. Okay, let's see if slide to resume works. So it says activating Starlink. This may take up to 15 minutes, so I'm going to pause the video and come back, but this is looking pretty hopeful, and I think it's going to work. Now I did want to mention, you may have seen this new mount. It is our Starlink multi-mount. We'll be doing another video on it, so hit subscribe if you want to learn more. But it adapts to everything. It works with tripods, it works with ladders, it works with RAM mounts, and it's super awesome because it's zero profile, so you can see how it doesn't extend out of the edge of the Mini at all. So, you know, if you're storing your Mini in a tight spot, it doesn't stick out like the pole adapter or some of the other Starlink adapters. So hit that subscribe button if you want to learn more. And hooray, we're online. So it looked like it worked. It looked like I could activate a Starlink with a Starlink. Now this is obviously the Starlink Mini, but should work with other Starlinks, the Starlink Standard or whatever Starlink you have. And of course, we'll do the required test where we go to banthaoverland.com. So that page loaded just fine. And it looks like I can view one of the blog posts about the Starlink Field Guide download that we just published a few weeks ago. So it looks like it works. I know that gives me a lot more confidence that I'll be able to activate my Starlink in the field if I need to. And while I think I'll still try and do it at home to test it out and make sure all my wiring's working, make sure I don't run into any troubles, it's nice to know that you could have your service paused and activate it, especially if you're going to use it in more of like a recovery situation or only for emergencies. All right, I hope you found that helpful. I certainly learned something, and I think preparation is something that starts before you're out in the field, so it certainly helps me to prepare knowing that I can activate it if I need to. If you found that helpful, hit the like button so other folks like you can find helpful content like this. And if you want to know about all the things we're doing and learning with our Starlink, because I am still learning after 3 years, hit that subscribe button as we share tips, tricks, and recommendations for getting the most out of your Starlink when you're traveling and camping. Until next time, I'm Adam from Bantha Overland, and I hope to see you out there on the trail real soon.